My name is Micaela Quinton. I'm the lead designer here at Copper Sky, and I've been here for almost a year. I knew I wanted to go to design school from a very young age, and I got my bachelor's in interior design. And then it was just, I got an internship, and then I just went right into working. I've been working in interior design in the Atlanta area for over 13 years, and I've done a mix of commercial and residential. And I am a registered interior designer, which means I can stamp and sign my own drawings, and I'm licensed essentially, and I'm really involved in the design community here because I've been a part of it for so long. I try to keep up with current trends. I actually use Instagram a lot. I follow a lot of other designers and remodelers across the country and even in Canada on Instagram, and I think it's a great resource. And you see ideas and sometimes resources too. Different lighting companies or tile companies that I didn't know about that might not be big in Atlanta that you can really find on social media. We do big projects and small projects here at Copper Sky, and I have just as much fun with the little special bathrooms as I do a whole house renovation. I think the clients here have a real eye for design and appreciation for good design, which I appreciate because they don't always come to us just budget driven, and they really want quality and a good product that's designed well and has good craftsmanship, which I appreciate. We typically have a kickoff meeting with the client. I like to do it in the client's home so that we can sometimes walk their space and get a sense of their design aesthetic so that we know how to incorporate their aesthetic into their new renovated design. So we typically do that at a client's home. From the kickoff meeting, we'll usually have our first design meeting here in the office. And in that meeting, we're sort of presenting initial ideas. Sometimes there's inspiration images that maybe the client shared with us or ones that we want to suggest. And I think we're kind of throwing ideas out there, and that's the first step towards seeing if our vision for their space and their vision for their space are sort of coming together. As the designer, it's our responsibility to try to break the process up into small increments so that they don't sort of get ahead of themselves. I think a lot of times they can see so many decisions and get overwhelmed by it, and we try to manage that expectation. Like, don't worry about picking the grout color right now, and let's just focus on lighting or whatever. And I think that it's important to walk the client through the process because typically it's their first time and it's not our first time. I think when someone does a kitchen renovation, for example, they still want all the modern efficiencies of a modern kitchen incorporated in a historic home, so it doesn't feel out of place. It feels like you're blending modern design with the historic integrity of the house, and I think it's really important to bring those two together. There's a character in an old historic house that you just can't replicate with new construction, and I understand the reasons why people love new construction, but sometimes there's just something about an old house that you cannot replicate.